Hey guys, okay, I just clicked the button. We're trying this again. There may be some buffering issues. I'm trying to stream from my laptop this time. That way I can actually go into picture-in-picture. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's working or if I will even be able to see. Oh, I can pop the chat out. Okay, I need streaming this way is new, so I'm going to try to set, set this up so it will work and not keep snapping shut on me. Hello everyone, I'm so sorry for any confusions. And okay, so that is set up. Okay, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I have not actually done a lot of streams like this. Okay, if I put you, okay, I think, but of course if I look, I see the delay. So we'll see. I have to wait a minute for it to come through. All right, I'm hoping that this is working. You can see that my computer is not happy with me, but I'm just waiting to see. Oh, I can do a sound check. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay. I'm waiting to see. Okay, I think that it might cover up part of the website, but we're going to go with this. So, oh, let me pull up. Hey, everyone. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I'm back because we're here to talk about the big sale. And maybe this is a little bit better anyway, because now you guys, I can navigate and I can show you guys things. I can't see myself. I know, hopefully you guys can see me. I am using OBS. I haven't tried Streamlabs before, but oof. So please let me know in the chat if things go funky again. I don't know what happened. My phone just auto-ended the last one. No, it's OBS. And okay, checking to make sure I'm in frame. All right, so I may end up making the last stream private because we got cut off, but I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I'm here tonight to talk about the KnitPicks big sale. This is one of my favorite times of year, and full disclosure, I am a KnitPicks affiliate, which means that I earn commissions on, it means that I earn commissions when you make purchases through my links, which I believe I have it at the top of the video description. I hope I do, especially because now I can't really click away because I'm going to show you guys everything. Yeah, I've never used Discord. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm a KnitPicks affiliate. They did not pay me or sponsor me to do this. I do this because I love the big sale and I've been tracking it for years. So, for example, no, let's start with 2020. I started this year on my website I went through my predictions, and actually I will give you guys the link to that in the chat. I went through my predictions and what I think will be happening for this sale. And I also do this because I like to know in future years what happened in previous years, so that way I can try to predict what's happening. Now, one thing that is going to be happening this year is that we have some daily deals. And there's only 5 this year. And last year, I think we had 10. And I mentioned in the first stream, typically these start at 5 or 6 a.m. Pacific time, so around 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern time where I am. But I don't know for a fact that that's what's going to happen. It's possible that it'll happen later, or it'll happen like just after midnight Pacific time. But I think that their offices open up at 5 or 6 a.m. And they're on the West Coast. So I think, but we'll know more tomorrow morning, and I will be checking and refreshing as soon as I can. You know, Jennifer, it was my phone just canceled the stream, and I was like, what? It's never done that before. Yeah, so the daily deals last year, I'm going over. So here are some of the deals of the day that we had in 2019. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. Can you let me know if my mouse is visible? But last year we had a lot more daily deals. And these were things like, you know, a freebie with a $150 purchase. Then there's the $1, $3, and $5 yarn day, which is the one that sells out the fastest. There's some discounts on needles, and usually then oftentimes there's a free, like a lower free shipping minimum, and lots of like little freebies and stuff like that. So some years I will actually have my cart start off every evening with it ready to go with other things I want, and I'll place the orders in small amounts so I can get the fun freebies. I'm a little bit of a sucker for some swag. I think most of my KnitPicks project bags and tote bags are all from sales like this because I just really, really enjoy it. Okay, good. I'm glad the mouse is visible. So yeah, so those were the deals from 2019. And last year was the first year they actually told us what days the daily deals would come out, because in 2018, every morning I was up refreshing to see if something was going to happen. Here are the daily deals from 2018. And oh, there'll probably be a day with $1 digital patterns. Yeah, I think that those are the main things I'm predicting, although with only 5 daily deal days, I'm not really sure what's going to come up. Oh no, your dog went hog wild on your needles, so you need to get a few tips. Yes, so more interchangeable tips are a big thing that I always get. Yes, I know the chat is visible because that's the only way that I can see the chat. It's not ideal. I need to have like a 2 monitor setup, but on the fly. Oh, cool. The stream is healthy. That's good to know. Yay, back end. It's weird because I'm like, oh, right, I'm sharing my screen. So those are the daily deals. And if you go to the big sales section, there are over 1,000 different items that are up to 60% off. And they have a whole section for bare yarn, which I was really excited about. Unfortunately, the bare yarn discounts are mostly 10 to 15% off, which is good if you don't buy in bulk. But I said on the other stream, I will typically go for these individually discounted items when they are 30% off or higher, because if KnitPicks offers a 20% off coupon for Black Friday, which they've done historically, then I can get a better deal when I buy a 20 pack because that stacks with the 20 packs. But for example, what's one that's on Twist? Oh, is that not even showing up in here? What were the ones that were on sale? Because maybe they don't even show up on the bare yarn tab. Individual, the biggest. Big O. Big O should show up there, maybe. I wanted to. Okay, so Bare Big O, I think is, if you go to the individual page, you'll see the discount that it is. So Big O is 25% off. If I wanted to take advantage of the 25% off and I wanted it in bulk, you would want to buy 20 individual skeins of the Big O. You wouldn't want to go and buy the bulk package at 15% off because that doesn't stack. If there's a coupon code though, that stacks. And historically, there's a site-wide coupon for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But as I mentioned in the failed stream, I don't have any inside information. So this is just me predicting based on the patterns I've observed in the past. What's the bulky? The Bare Big O. Oh, you can see the lag. Yep, you can finally see the lag. Okay, but the exciting thing is if I sort by newest, there are 5 limited edition Bare Yarn skeins. And I ordered one of each at about 9:05 this morning. The sale started at 9 a.m. So I quickly went through and I ordered those. So those include an 80% merino, 20% mohair worsted weight yarn, which is this one right here. There's this Bare Andean Highland wool, which is interesting. It's 100% Andean Highland wool. It's super bulky. Looks like it's 2-ply. And I don't think that there's something quite like that that's 2-ply on KnitPicks already. Then there's Bare Baby Alpaca, which I'm not sure, this is DK weight, I'm not sure how this is super different from Andean Treasure, but I think I might still have some Bare Andean Treasure in my stash, so maybe we can do a comparison when it arrives. There's a Bare Merino that is 80% merino, 20% nylon. It's fingering weight, and it looks like it's not superwash, so that's unique for KnitPicks. So some strength, but also if you're making a shawl or something, you don't need it superwash. And then the final one looks like a single ply, 100% organic merino wool that's fingering weight. And I'm not sure how this is substantially different from Preciosa, which is also single ply and fingering. So I ordered some of each, so we will be able to take a look. How do you find the sales? Well, here, let me do this. Hi, I'm really big for a minute. There you go. I just dropped it in the comments. I was like, didn't want to show my email, and now I can come back and make my face small again. Hello. Oh my goodness. I'm actually really enjoying being able to go through everything. Okay, so yes, so if you go to the main page of KnitPicks, there's a Take Me to the Big Sale up here, and that's the way that you can find it. Or you can use my link and it'll take you straight to the Big Sale page. So those new Bare yarn lines are really exciting. There's also some other new yarn lines that I think are new for this sale because I haven't seen them elsewhere. Do I have them already open? Yeah, so this Arcadia Dk, which is selling out fast. I noticed this in a promo picture, and this looks like tweed chroma, which is gorgeous. Yes, Toe, it's the KnitPicks big sale. So this yarn looks gorgeous, and a lot have sold out already. So I may have missed my chance to get some. And so let's maybe just add some to my cart. So this yarn is 60% merino, 25% baby alpaca, and 15% Donegal tweed. And I checked because I was curious. I don't have any mention of this Arcadia Dk in any of my KnitPicks promo emails because I have them all saved. So it may have just come out today, but I'm not sure. Yes, the sale goes through November 24th. Unless they extend it, sometimes they extend it, but when is Thanksgiving this year? Because typically the big sale ends before Thanksgiving, and then they will have on Thanksgiving weekend. Sometimes it's just Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday, there's a big coupon, but last year it was Black Friday through Cyber Monday, and then they extended it a few more days. Enabling Cook. This yarn looks awesome. They also have Sequence Bulky is one that I haven't seen before. And I think, I'm going to add another one just in case. I think I had this in my cart. It is a chain ply. And what's it made out of? It's 70% merino, 30% alpaca, bulky weight. These colors are beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And I love chain ply yarn. And so this is also just new and unique. I think that what happens in some of these big sales is sometimes as they're developing yarn, maybe they decide not to move forward with it on a complete basis, or sometimes they test things out, and if the response is big enough, maybe then they make more. One they released, okay, so this was probably 2013, 2012. They did Full Circle, and it was roving and some yarn, and I loved it. I think I even made Keith's sweater out of Full Circle, which was a recycled wool, like a blend of merino and Highland wool, and I loved it. But unfortunately, then it's gone. Thanksgiving's on the 26th. Okay, so yes, so it's ending right before Thanksgiving. There are a few other, there's this alpaca bloom lace, which looks interesting, and all the pastels are definitely dyeable. Let's see. This limited edition Superfine alpaca and wool yarn. This is interesting, but it also is interesting because there's only one available. So it makes me wonder if they did a test run of a technique or something and then decided not to move forward with it. 1 year, and okay, it must have been 2014 because of the apartment I was living in. I think they had a bunch of Chroma Oops colorways. So when developing some, they had some that, you know, weren't the ones they went with. And so you could get like, they just had like 100 different colorways named with letter codes. And that was really, really fun. Oh, here's another one where there's just one. It's this, it almost looks like it's a pink, but they say, oh, maybe not. There's one when they're like, oh, never bleached. But this is 65% wool, 35% alpaca. It's a bulky weight, and it just looks really soft. But there's only one color also. So that just intrigues me. And yeah, there's like, you know, there's so many things on sale. Oh, the Upcycle Reserve, I think those have been around a little bit. But they're on super clearance. Okay, so if we go back to the big sale, there are also tools on sale and ebooks. I typically focus on the yarn, specifically the bare yarn, but there are the freebies. And so these aren't a daily deal. These will be available as supplies last. And so with a minimum of a $50 purchase, you can add you can only use one per each order. And I'm not sure if you can use them use multiple on different orders. Sometimes it lets you. There have been some years where it's only let me do one of the like free item with minimum purchase. So I haven't tested. So if you're going to do it, go with the one you want the most. But I got this gold skein pin right here because that's one I didn't have. You never heard of a chainette yarn? What's the benefit? Traps more air. Yeah, I think they're just extra fluffy and airy, and they have like an extra, sometimes if it's a fiber that doesn't have a lot of bounce, like a cotton, which that one isn't, but something that doesn't have a lot of give, it gives it a little bit more give in a really fun way. Is it better to wait on bare skeins for a bigger sale, or is this pretty much what we will see? That is the question. So the biggest discounted skeins right now are these ones right here. So bare chroma fingering, which may not show up on the bare page, but if you go to the yarn page, and this is how I used to do it before they had the bare yarn tab, but I would go to 50 to 60% off, and then I would sort by title. This is a good way to find pastel discounted things. And so the bare chroma fingering is at a good price. It's 50% off. The bare chroma twist bulky, which I've actually dyed a fair amount in some of my videos, is 40% off. And then 3 are 25% off. Bare Bigo, bare chroma worsted, and bare curio, which is the like crochet cotton that's really thin. Other than that, everything else seems to be 10 or 15% off, which isn't bad. If you don't buy in bulk, this means that you can try out different bases at the bulk price. So you can get a bunch of different skeins to test out and then decide what you might want to get a bulk pack on later on. There are some value packs that aren't, there's some value packs that have a slightly better deal if you want some skeins to try out. So they have like Best of Bear lace and luxury and sock. So if we go to the sock one, I think it'll have two. The bear sock has 2 Stroll, 2 Felici, 2 Hawthorne, 2 Capretta Superwash, and 2 Surefoot. This is not a big sale discount right now. This is just a value pack discount, but value packs could be discounted in a sale of the day. So in general, my strategy is if something's over 30% off, I will buy 20 of that individual item and do it now. If something's under 30% off that I buy all the time, like Stroll. So let's find, no, not the Roving, not the Sport, not the Blank. Yeah, I'm bummed that more of the Bear things aren't discounted. So Stroll is 15% off. So there's no incentive for me to buy it right now. With Stroll and some of the others that I use the most, I'm going to absolutely hold out for the, hopefully, a coupon code, which we don't know for sure is coming, but I hypothesize is coming. And so that's basically my strategy. I have spent, I think, the better part of a decade shopping the big sale and strategizing. Maybe not quite a decade, at least since 2014. I can't remember. I remember 2014, the website crashing, and I was feeling really frustrated. So let me show you what I ordered this morning. So these were the first things that I got. So this twill fingering, I love twill. It is super high twist, superwash merino, and they just released it in fingering recently. There's not a bear one, but I wanted to get the fingering just to try it out. I think I might have a skein of the bear woolen cotton, but I don't remember. I needed some white tough puff or something, so I got that. And then the limited edition yarn are the other things that I went for. Oh, there's my pin that was free. So I did pick up the Curio in the 2 sizes because I thought it could be fun to dye some crochet thread again. And this one isn't limited edition, but I wasn't sure if I've tried it yet. And these other 2 are some of the limited edition ones I mentioned. So that is what I did for my first purchase. But there's other things I will probably get. Like, let's go see what's in my cart. Let's see what's in my cart, which I probably added things that, yeah, so these are some things that I've added so far. Oh, the Germantown stuff isn't new, but I'm intrigued by it. It is just US grown wool. And so it's a little expensive. It's still 220 yards per 100 grams, but I thought it'd be fun to finally test out, even though it's not discounted. Sometimes I get things at full price. I mean, I frequently get things at full price. But actually, I will just drop my link in the chat again, and so you'll get a sense of the lag between what I do things and what shows up. So that is pretty much it for my picks. My first impressions of the sale are that I'm a little bummed there aren't more discounted skeins. I'm excited that there seem to be a lot of new yarn lines, but like last year, so in 2019, and this is why I write these posts. So there were just so many things, like Gloss DK was 50% off. There were so many that were 40% off. Capretta was 40% off. Galileo, Paragon, things that are usually pretty expensive. And so I went out of my way and went big on a bunch of those. Like I can see my cart from one of my first carts. And so there were just a lot more bear skeins that were discounted then. And then what about 2018? Did I share? No, I don't think I kept track. Oh, I guess I did share one of my carts. So the sock blanks were discounted. Oh, I did. Yeah, the double-stranded sock blanks were 50% off in 2018. And so that was awesome. Yeah, I think that I was just bummed that there's not more specials. But different things could happen. Different things could happen. And we are technically in a pandemic. And so companies may need to make different choices than they might have made in previous years. For example, KnitPicks used to have a sale yarn of the month. And every month they would pick a certain yarn line to be 20% off. And a couple times that yarn line would just be bare yarn, which was super exciting. I think one year the December bare yarn, like the big sale happened, and then that December was bare yarn all discounted. And so it was just like, and I think there was a coupon code. So there were things that just stacked, and it was brilliant. So yeah, who knows? The other thing I don't know. So I placed an order this morning. I'm not sure if it'll even show up before the sale ends. They did have a notice on their website, I think as recently as even last week, that said that they had some shipping delays. So, sometimes things in the big sale show up nearly immediately. I think it depends on how big my orders are. Sometimes it takes a little while. I don't think that they really know who I am or anything like that, so I don't get any special treatment or anything like that. So ideally, the yarn will come soon, and then I can unbox and review all these new yarn lines while they're still available, but they could sell out. And so, like, it looks like the Arcadia, that's selling out. So the Seaside Blue, this was a color that I really liked. Really liked, although the Black Condor is also beautiful. Yeah, so I don't know. Also, they had some like good discounts over the summer. They sent me at one point, I think I hadn't placed an order in a while, and they sent me a single use, so it wasn't one I could share. They sent me a single use coupon code, probably because I hadn't placed an order in a few months. And so they're like, Rebecca, you usually spend a lot of money with us. Why haven't you placed an order in a month? And so then I placed a massive order. But then, yeah, so I usually try to stock up in November. Yeah, so Julie said that rule of thumb, 20% off is a good discount. Higher than that is even better. But ultimately, it matters what is a good discount for you, and also what projects do you have in mind for the rest of the year or maybe heading into 2021. So one reason why I like KnitPicks, I love color work. I love color work. And so I like that I can dye yarn, but then get a true black in that same base. And that is a big reason why I love KnitPicks and why I recommend it for people starting out their yarn dyeing journey, because they're more likely to have potentially tested some of the bases before, and you can get a bare version of a yarn you might have used a lot already. That's how I started. I bought bare versions of the yarn I was knitting with and started dyeing that. And so that is, a way I dive in. And I also love like Dyer Supplier and Wool to Dye For, and I order from both of them a lot. But I find that each of the companies have different things at different price points that work for me. And so I go to each one for something different. But yeah, it's so weird not knowing what things look like or the angle or anything like that. And I'm glad the stream is healthy. Normally, if I'm streaming, I have like a view up so I can see like how the stream or how many people are watching. And so it's weird to not see any of that right now. They have a 4-weight tweed. I'm not really sure what a 4-weight is. They have a few. So they have stroll tweed. Oh, I really like that they're woodland tweed. I like city tweed a lot as well. I've knit with that a few times. Provincial tweed. I don't think I know this one. Oh, it's beautiful though. It's like a twist with the tweed. How much on sale are you? Not very much, but let's add you to the cart. I don't think I've tested you. I like to test different pieces. Woodland tweed is one that I really like, but this is a thicker weight yarn. So Maggie, I'm not quite sure. Why is it not saying what the discount is? But I cannot do the math. My brain is tired. It's been a lot, but yeah, that's basically, for weight it's worsted. Okay, so then city tweed. City tweed would be a good bet. The heavy worsted, but I've knit with this a few times, and so they do have. I'm gonna try dyeing these. They do have some bare ones, but I actually made my kids. I made them sweaters, I think, out of obsidian, actually. Back, when I had time to make boys sweaters. Yeah, there's glare. Actually, I can make my face bigger now. I'll go over here. Do you know if their interchangeable needles will be discounted? Let's go and see. It's very likely. Usually I think in the past, one of these days had needles. 30% off needles was one of the daily deals. So where did it go? Tools sale. So the tools aren't quite sorted in the same way, but you can, let's see, are there needles on here? No, needle cases. Oh, I don't know how much you guys can see. I need to make my face smaller again. Sorry, everyone. I like browsing the internet with you, though. It's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, here we go. So I'm not sure if there's needles yet. Ooh, yarn dyes. What's on sale? Oh, that's not the sale stuff. Okay, that's just the general yarn dyes. But of these, if they go on sale, substantially on sale, the greener shades dyes were fine. It was just they're expensive. Sale tools. So I'm not sure if there's any needles. There's just some hooks, some cases. I was tempted by some of these cases, but apparently they don't hold very many. But I like the idea of having a binder. Hey, it's a project. I don't think I have that project bag. I think I just have the tote. Working on my PhD. That was a one that made me very excited. Ooh, the jacquard eye dyes are sold out. So let's see what else there is. So the needles, if the needles are going to be on sale, since they're not already, it would be a daily deal. But there's only 5 daily deals this year, so I don't know what there is. Oh, I love this bag. Shoot. I have this bag. I absolutely love it. I use it as like my knitting bag when I go places. It is my favorite. Oh, look, there's a little chart keeper in there. Is it bad if I get another in the same color? I think I got it as a freebie one year. The dark blue is pretty too. It doesn't make sense for me to have 2 purples. Maybe the teal. It's like, hey, let's go and shop with Rebecca. I will edit the cart, I think. But just the little like knit interior is so cute. Yeah, so I got this after I already had finished my PhD, but I have a lot of half-done projects these days. The one problem with the tote is it doesn't close on top, but it's a beautiful project bag. Yeah, and if I had to guess, yeah, so the 5 daily deals, there'll be one tomorrow, so that's Tuesday, one on Thursday, and then the following week. So I don't know. Like some years they've been, last year I wasn't that, I think I jumped at the $1, $1, $3, and $5 deals day last year, but otherwise I don't think I really jumped at any of them. There was one year, no, maybe it was 18. I got more blocking mats. I always need those. They're the daily deals. Options. I used to buy a lot of their kits to get discounted yarn. That was a really nice way to do it. And so when I was at my peak obsessed with color work, then I would buy the kits with palette on sale because then I would use the colors for something. But now I don't do that anymore since I dye the yarn. So, but anyway, big sale. Let's see. Do you have any suggestions for soft yarn for baby sweaters and booties? Going to be a granny in the spring? Oh, congratulations! So I like, I am blanking. Shine. I like, especially if it's springtime, so it's not wool. I love Shine. There's sport and worsted weight. It's 60% cotton, 40% modal. I use this for a ton of baby hats with my kids. I did also use wool, and this picture, this was City Tweed that I did a tiny little newborn sweater because I had leftovers when my eldest had that sweater, which I don't know why I didn't really dress my youngest in the bigger sweater very much. Maybe the one year it was too big, and then I don't know what happened there. Do I suggest the Bear Chroma for starting to dye sock yarn? So a while ago, they had a fingering weight Bear Chroma twist, which I thought was awesome, and I loved it. The Bear Chroma dyes beautifully, but since it's single ply, it's sort of like, it's low twist, and so then it can kind of stick to your gloves a little bit, if that makes sense. So I do have a video dyeing it. I did a resist dyeing on some chroma, which the yarn is fantastic, but it dyes beautifully. I don't think it's the easiest of their sock weights, if that makes sense. Yeah, so Jennifer, otherwise, if not a cotton, I would recommend a Swish, the Swish line, and there's even a bulky one. Swish is super soft and it's machine washable. I used that for a sweater I made myself. You have and love an interchangeable needle case. The points. So I have I bought it at Vogue Knitting or something. I have a roll, I'll grab it. So I have these, and I should just make my face bigger. No. Okay, so I have these. And so then one is for, this is for double pointed needles, and this is for my interchangeable. And it's nice because it just opens up, and then I have all the needles. It doesn't fit the biggest ones, and there are spaces for 2, but I want more of the size 4, 5, 6, 7. I like, to have the shorty tips and the square ones, and yeah, because if I'm doing more than one project at a time, which is very, very frequent, and I broke a needle during a project this year, which was very sad. But so this, I guess, Delique. So not KnitPicks, but that's what I currently use. But I like the idea of a binder, so I could add more pages. Okay, if you just needed, let's go check out the Roving. I haven't checked that out yet, actually. I like shopping with all of you. I'm having so much fun. I hope you are too. I have no idea how many people are watching. Okay, so Unspun Roving. And so they have 3 there, and I have no idea what the discounts are, so I'll just open them all. So I do Wool of the Andes a lot. So Bare Gloss is 15% off. Wool of the Andes is 15%. And Stroll is 15%. It can also be fun to get some of the more pastel colored ones, like this, the Lake Ice Heather. Ooh, that would be fun for some over dyeing. If you're still around, let's get to. We'll see if you're still there tomorrow. So for those are, I guess, I've dyed all of them. I love spinning the Stroll, but I also find when I mentioned it sort of like sticks to your hands because it doesn't have the scales anymore since superwash. It doesn't really stick to itself as well, so it doesn't always look as pretty at the end after dyeing it, but it takes color gorgeously. Wait, so if you needed to buy, would it be better to wait for the Black Friday Cyber Monday sales? It's a toss-up. It is absolutely a toss-up because I don't know what is going to happen. I can see. Okay, so update. In 2019, KnitPicks was 25% off site-wide for Black Friday. Okay, so they were 25% off on Black Friday. Then they were 20% off Saturday through Monday, which they extended through Wednesday. I believe that in previous years, it was just 20% off on Black Friday. So I don't want to say like, oh, 25% off is coming. Maybe. I'm hoping for at least 20% off. Historically, when KnitPicks would do a site-wide big coupon, 15% off would be like a standard coupon that they'd offer. And then rarely, I think in 2019, there were a couple times they did like a weekend of 20% off or something. So fairly random, but yes. Hello. Yes, you got the live. I am shopping. But we were talking about needles, and these aren't on sale yet, I don't think. But so the options wood needles are my favorite. They do break if you have one on your mattress and then sit on it, but that is user error because it's wood and you snapped it. By you, I mean me. So I love, and they come in so many different colors. I love I don't know why, square needles just fit so well in my hands. So the 4 square needles they're magnificent. But anyway, that, oh, you know what I can do while I'm right here? This is the hot. Okay, I just made the like false start one go bye-bye. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think if anything, I'm bummed that the first stream sort of just canceled out on my phone, but I'm also happy that, well, now I can't see the chat, so I have to, let's see. There we go. I'm also really happy that There we go. I'm also really happy that I was able to do this and then like browse the site with you. That's just really, really, really fun. And again, I just dropped my affiliate link in the chat again. So again, I am an affiliate, which means I do earn commission if you make purchases. I can't see like any information about where you're shopping from, or like I just see my commission total basically. So yeah, don't sit on your needles. So sitting on the needle was painful only because it snapped and I cried. I was devastated. Thankfully, I did have a shorty needle. So they have, if you're for like finishing a hat, you can have like super short knitting needles. So I did have some of those in the same size, but now I bought some extras. But yeah, I was so upset, especially because I was doing a knit along and I was like, I'm so close to finishing this week's goal, and when are the needles going to arrive? I've never really done this as a shop with me stream. This is even more fun. Oh my goodness. But yes, I will never ever show you guys my order history. The amount that I spend with KnitPicks is a bit absurd. And the saddest part is I don't get commission on my own purchases. So it's not, so I don't get a discount or anything like that. But on one hand, I'm like, man. So when I'm shopping, I'm going for the same discounts that you guys are going for. What is the cord like? The cord is the same. Sure, I have some that aren't in use. Wait, where are my squares? Oh, I haven't opened this one yet. So the square, I don't even know if you guys can tell the flat edges on it, because with the spiral it's hard to tell. But so the square, it's the same length as the round ones. It just, something about those rounded curves really just fit well in my hand, and I just like, it's really comfortable. But here's the shorty tip in comparison. So yeah, I'm really glad they started writing the size of the needle on the little like metal part, because otherwise that was hard. Oh, what are you? Oh, I got options in size 4 too. Yeah, I'll need to pay attention to what needles I have that I haven't used yet. So yeah, I sort of want a bigger, ooh, see, and you can even get like a crochet hook for Tunisian, to do Tunisian crochet. Oops, that should go down there. Okay, closing this back up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna stream. And I'm like, it's not gonna be a long one. He's gonna be like, Becca, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm shopping with my friends. Yeah, so the cords, the cords come in a few different colors, but they all work. And sometimes they have like a options test it kit. And so before I bought them, I bought like a test it kit that had one pair of acrylic, one pair of metal, and one pair of the wooden ones. And that's why I chose wooden when I bought the whole thing. But I don't even know if they still have them. I don't like the clear acrylic tip. I don't like being able to see through my needles. Nope. Hello. Basically, I have been shopping the KnitPicks big sale, going through my predictions and sharing, my picks for what I think is awesome in the sale this year. And so I will be going through on my website, and I will be updating all of the daily deals. Not that you need to go to my website to keep track of things. That's not the place where you need to go. You can go just directly, like my affiliate link should be in the description here. If you're in my Facebook group, it's in the pinned post. It's definitely on my website as well. Could I do a Tunisian tutorial? I'd have to learn how. I have only ever tested it at a, like, I think Stitches Midwest. I did it in someone's booth, but I haven't, I want to do more. Yeah, so maybe someday, but, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. Sometimes I'll go through, so I always keep all my KnitPicks emails, and occasionally when people ask about sales, I'll go through and I'll look, and I'll be like, okay, the last couple of years, like around March, April, maybe we'll get a coupon code, or, you know, and I'd look for patterns and stuff. It's not worth like keeping track in this kind of way, especially because they can always change their mind with how they do things. But it's nice to see the deals of the day and what kinds of things they offer. But I definitely like, you know, that bag that I added 2 more into my cart. It's actually not that expensive. I really should not get another purple one. It could be a different purple though. Will Keith kill me? Is he watching? My house is so full of yarn. So KnitPicks was replacing a needle for me and got orders messed up in their shipping. And sent me the shorty squares. Oh, they have shorty squares too? The other got the cord. I got told to keep the set. Yeah, the square feel is really nice. So there was I had one pair of needles break just from knitting, and that one I asked KnitPicks to replace. At the same time, I think I had just mentioned that I broke another one because I sat on it, and they offered to replace that one as well. And I was like, no, that one was my fault. It was my fault that I had like a size 1 wooden needle and I left it on the carpet and then stepped on it. Like, that is my fault. So I'm always willing to try new stitches and things. I thought I was gonna have more time in the fall to like start filming some spinning videos. I'm actually on track with my editing and stuff that I need to do for the fall, but I haven't started editing Hanukkah yet. That I have to do. All right, so this is all about KnitPicks, but I do have some more Hanukkah samplers available in my shop if you want to go and check that out. Those are available at ChemKnitsCreations.etsy or whatever. And I have some other specials there. And I usually have some kind of Black Friday thing that I do, just because it's fun. And so I've got plans. I had to pick my camera angle really carefully. I otherwise would have gone to my desk, but then there's like spoilers right over there. It could be a different, it could. Oh man. Actually, I have no idea if I purchased it or if it was a freebie. But I really like it. I'd love it as like an actual handbag with a zipper. That would make me really happy. I really want a nice purple purse. That would make me super, super happy. It's all like picture-in-picture-y for you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I have no idea how many people watched. Oh wait, I can see. Oh, nice. Wow, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Oh, there's a reason why it like hides that. But anyway, I think I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to me blabber about the sale. From a customer perspective, I've always enjoyed waking up and refreshing the site and just going for these deals. I enjoy Black Friday shopping anyway, but the KnitPicks, when they started doing that, because at the time when they first did their first like big sale, they didn't really ever have coupon codes at the time. They didn't really have a lot of sales or discounts. So it was a super, super big deal. And actually, I even found KnitPicks because of ChemKnits, because I found a pattern and they used a KnitPicks yarn. And so that's how I found them way back in the day. So I've been a customer for a long time, and then I think I only became an affiliate in 2017, and then sort of kicked myself for not doing that sooner because I didn't know that it existed. So they have a huge, like, it's the first bare yarn that I ever bought, so they will always have a special place in my heart. Well, I'm glad that I can give you guys some retail therapy while saving your wallets. I am a stash enabler, as I drop my link into the chat one more time. You guys can see that delay, but this was fun, and maybe I'll try to have it set up a little better next year, so maybe like the chat isn't on screen, or I'll have another screen up so that way I can see the chat. But maybe I'll try to do this next year. I'm not going to do a live announcement on YouTube for every special sale, but if there's one that I think is particularly interesting, then I will post about it on my Facebook page. And I'll probably talk about most of the daily deals in the ChemKnits Lab Facebook group. So there is that. But, well, good. I'm so glad I'm an enabler. But yeah, it's, the discounts are just really, really good. And so shimmer lace is really nice. Ooh, that color is gorgeous. See, the problem is I love chroma. I love knitting with chroma. I love it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I dye yarn. I don't need to buy pre-colored yarn. But anyway, I am going to sign off for real now. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And tomorrow. Okay, you guys want a quick spoiler? Just because it's right here. This is a little hint about tomorrow.